Welcome back to Video World. Today is Sunday, doing our Sunday slip, looking at all things in the Pokemon TCG going down in price. I want to start off with a request. A request to get 125 likes on this video. Make sure you are a part of the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And for that, if we reach the 125 likes, I will take one of those comments and select a winner for this particular card right here. This is the Scarlet and Violet promo #1 in Chinese. I thought it was interesting. I liked the packaging on it. I thought that was a nice little addition there. If you're going to keep it sealed, if you wanted to open it up, it's your card. Do what you like. But going out to one lucky winner on this particular video, 125 likes, and we'll take care of that. Get it out to anybody, and that's throughout the world. So just comment, be a part of the channel. You got to be a subscriber to be the winner. So get that out of the way. Let's get down to business over here. We have Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks coming down in price a little bit. We've seen it slumping down a little bit from that almost $500 mark there and coming down here a little bit level off. Maybe it's in a recovery zone. Maybe we're trying to find where it lands. If you start looking at it, just the bar graph behind how it's stair-stepping down, which means while this price is stabilizing, the ability or the willingness to pay for it is minimizing, all right? Just the last couple days here, 1 sold, 3 sold, 4 sold, 7. It's coming down, folks. The closer we get to the holidays, the more people are realizing they don't have that expendable cash. Fewer people are willing to be jumping on it at this point in time. And if we see consistently fewer sales, the price has to come down to satisfy the market. This doesn't mean TCG Player is going to be the end-all, be-all. These things are selling like crazy all over the place. There's a bunch of different places where you can go. Troll and Toll, eBay, all sorts of stuff. Local game stores, across the board card shows, all of that stuff. So this is a card that's moving. This is not indicative of the entirety of the market, but it is a good sampling of where the market is at. So something to think in mind. If we go further down the list, not by much, the next #2 spot here, Latias EX here out of Surging Sparks. Similar story where we're coming down here. If we actually tighten that up to just a month, pretty steady decline actually from where we got at the end of November with those sales of getting 10% back. Yes, if you get that back, it didn't come back off the price or anything like that. It was a credit to use in the future, so it was kind of pre-spending on other things, which was kind of a nice little benefit. It definitely helps if you're a collector and you're planning on doing multiple purchases, but it really pushed that price up there. So would you have just been better off to wait a little bit? Yeah, you're going to save more than the 10% you would have gotten. So patience pays off yet again. Sitting at 231 on this card here. Moving over to the Pikachu Gold card. I saw this one circulating on X recently. People are just like minds blown. Is this really selling for $180? What's the story here? It's not selling for $180. It was close, and it was there actually not too long ago, almost $200 beginning of the month here in December. But now we're coming back down to earth a little bit in the 145 range here. Can we get it a little bit further than that? Near mint at 135 and shipping included, so that looks like it might be one of your better prices. So maybe we're coming down to earth, and maybe it's just the fewer sales. It's a little bit slower time. We have Prismatic Evolutions, which is going to make everybody move over and kind of leave Surging Sparks behind a little bit. Pikachu has a tax, so it'll still hold on a little bit there. But it did overtake the Milotic EX here, which is beautiful artwork. You pair that with the illustration rare Phoebus there, Phoebus, whatever. In the similar price range, 145 on this one. A little bit lower, it looks like, actually, from market value, 137, but that's going to be considering other languages, bringing it down a little bit. We have the Hydreion EX here from Surging Sparks yet again. Big swoop down here, coming down sub 192, and that's just last month here. Look at that nice big S there. So we were way up, we came down, we kind of recovered, we come back down to cool off a little bit. Where is this going to go? Well, it looks like it's starting to straighten out, that we are holding firm at the sub 100 level here. Maybe it'll come down over time and we'll see it get down to that 85 range. We're already there in some of them, right? Maybe we'll get down even lower than that, but I wouldn't expect too much. I wouldn't really expect this to be a $60 card anytime soon. I don't think we're going to see that. Surging Sparks is going to be a set that holds its value. People who've already invested in it aren't one to give up that fact either, that they've put a lot of money into it. The FOMO prices usually get a little bit kind of taken for a ride, but that's for a different purpose. People will pick those up, try to grade them, and get them on the market to turn around for a bigger profit even faster, at least more often than not. If you're just Pikachu crazy and you had to have it, maybe that was the reason. I don't know. The Alolan Executor EX, this one actually came up quite a bit recently, into the over 110 there, and now we're coming back down a little bit here to earth here, 83.34 on this one here. Again, I don't think we're going to be going crazy low on that. Pikachu EX, just the full art here, beautiful card, not gold, but definitely a much better price point if you're really in the difference between the gold and this one. Yeah, same exact card, we're just talking silver versus gold, and yeah, gold usually comes with a premium, but silver has more uses long term. Any precious metal fans out there? I don't know. 35.28 is your price point on this one in the current market today. We have the Latios. Surprisingly, this one has been the most consistently steady to fall here. We have it sitting down around $34, $35. It looked like that first sale there, 32, 34 and a half. Okay, 35 bucks. All the way up from the 45 early December down to 34 and a half here currently on the Latios. If this thing comes down to 30, I think I might move on it. It's a beautiful card. It's something that would be nice to have in the collection, and I think eventually it will start to climb back up over time, a little bit further than that. But if it gets to $30, I might have to make a move. So that one's on my radar. I don't know if anybody else is in the same boat. Skarmory, lucky I got to pull this one. Really cool artwork. Everything all in chrome. Looking really neat here. Interesting graph. Hard to tell. If we look at it here, we look like a 2.09% gain for the past month. If you look at the 3 month, well, we're kind of recovering from that trend. And then even just a little bit after that, where it started doing the fall off here, 13.11 down to what's currently 11.61, or that market price somewhere between 11.25, 11.75, 11.50. Let's call it, okay? 11.50 is a reasonable price point to be calling it at. So depends on what you're looking at here. Yes, there's a little bit of movement, but we may get down to that $10 range on this one again. We'll see. We'll see on that here. Our last Pikachu, I believe, to be looking at, especially Surging Sparks. This may be, no, not quite the end of Surging Sparks. We got one more. Pikachu EX. This holds value because it's Pikachu. I don't even know if it's super playable. It might be. If this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. Cool. So you can kind of take any hit and then be in it for one more move. So that's actually a pretty good move set there, and I feel like that could be pretty usable in a deck there. 10.39 was the most recent high in the last month. Now we're down to 6.75. If we come over here, yeah, I mean, we were just on the crazy Pikachu tax, paying $20 for a regular EX. Obviously out of character with what's normal for the market. You don't need to be doing those FOMO prices. Cast form, Sunny form, but you do have the other forms in here, so really cool artwork. I'm surprised this is such an affordable card because it's a little bit chaotic and has a lot going on. A lot of cool artworks, multiple Pokemon all in the same area, all the cast forms. You got this nice little curvature showing really high up, showing this whole, you know, globe-looking planet here. So really cool. It kind of brings me back to one of my drones that did this little zoom-out thing, and then it would take pictures all around, and it made it look like it was zooming out, and you had this big 360 globe underneath you. So it kind of has that feel. So anybody who's familiar with something like that or seen that in other videos or anything, that might be an interesting, you know, sampling that you're seeing in there. I don't know. I just like this artwork. I think it's pretty cool. Interesting, crazy, jagged line. Hard to read, actually. Hard to read. So if we stretch it out a little bit, we can see kind of a more consistency on the peaks coming down, and maybe we are leveling off a little bit. If you look at it here, yes, there's been a 6% decline, 6.75% decline from the last month, but we've had some spikes, we've had some lows that were even better. So keep an eye on it. And we're talking pennies, really. I mean, 6.36 over here, 6.05. I mean, you know, 31 cents difference. Not a big mover on these lower end cards, so keep an eye on it. Hey, we do have a sealed product in the list today. Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Why is this one coming down? It is. It's coming down because the movement has shifted into Surging Sparks, and people who have it are good with it. They don't need to go crazy. People who wanted it went and got it, and the market went up. I think really what happened is the more frequent and early sales have kind of capped. People are not going to be going crazy for this. We're going to see less and less sales happening. People are looking to reallocate into other sets, perhaps. So it might be moving down for that reason there. It had some pretty good growth, and it was still sitting on the Pokemon Center website for a long time. I think it's since been taken off, and that helped shoot it up a little bit, but it had to come back down to earth a little bit, sitting there almost 83.5 bucks on that one. Looking at some 151 sealed. Now, we had some talk of some shelves being stocked, Targets, Walmarts, a lot of places were getting these, the Alakazam boxes and the Zapdos boxes in particular were coming into the shelves and into stores. A lot of scalpers just scooping them up because they see what's going on in the hobby, and they're being the jerks about it that they are. However, if you were able to pick up a couple as an investment, cool. If you picked them up, you got to rip some packs, or you're planning on ripping them for Christmas. That's even more fun, I think. But that restock has been kind of really affecting it. It's been recent that we've seen some trickling out online and then hitting the store shelves. So it's been in the past few months that has been kind of leaking out a little bit, which we saw this. This was called out months ago that, yes, closer to the holidays there's going to be more. I don't think it was a big full reprint, and I hope that the Blooming Waters collection is something the Pokemon company is taking into consideration, realizing the demand for 151, and they will saturate the heck out of the market. Those Crown Zenith collections at Sam's Club, those were on the market, sold out instantly. Back on the market, sold out, took a little while. Now they're back in the market in some areas. You can still get them. So I hope it's like that, but everywhere. Everywhere. All the big box stores, all the small game shops can pick them up and get restocked and everything. You see it frequently to the point where you're sick of 151. I want to be sick of 151. I want to have so much available that it's easy to pick up and you can enjoy opening it. That's the purpose of the hobby. That's the purpose of the TCG. You can open it and then use it in a deck. You can play with it. You can collect it. You can actually have a chance on the original 151 to actually collect them all, catch them all. That would be fantastic. Not just for me. I'm an investor who has a little bit more money to put into this. Not just for scalpers who think they're going to turn and burn on this stuff, but for your average collector out there, your new collector out there being introduced to the hobby, for the children in the hobby who are being introduced to this set for the first time. Not the most amazing pull rates, but how good of a feeling would it be to pull a Charizard if this is the first time you've been introduced to a Charizard? I mean, that one in particular is pretty darn cool. Very different from a lot of other cards out there. I think it's gonna stand the test of time over a long period, but it'd be great if it was annoyingly easy to get a hold of 151 on the Blooming Waters collection. That's my 2 cents, which is useless in the scheme of things because Pokemon Company doesn't care what I think at this point in time. Zapdos collection, similar story, except we've had a big climb and only a recent decline. Now, I will say that this one is the higher, more sought after one. If we look at the last month, it's only looking like maybe a little recovery from a boom. It's obviously 151. There's going to be some growth. There's going to be a stair-stepping. There's going to be a need for it. But either people are coming to their senses or reallocating their dollars or not giving into these higher prices right now. And they're holding out hope for that Blooming Waters collection. There's only a slight decline. This is not indicative of the entire set or the hobby at large, so keep an eye on it. Something to watch there. The poster collection. Not only is the poster collection coming down a little bit, I can get you one for free. Pokemon 151 poster collection going out to one lucky subscriber of the channel. Our goal for this giveaway is to get 4,000 subscribers. I'm also going to do 2 3-pack blisters of Surging Sparks and 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And today, your like is double valued here because you could be entered to win this. If we reach 125 likes today on this video, your like is contributing to that giveaway and your comment is entering you to win. So comment today here for this giveaway of the Scarlet and Violet promo number 1 Pikachu Chinese version, interesting wrapping, going out to one lucky winner for today's video. And then the big video, the big goal, 4,000 subscribers for the big win there. Make sure you leave an additional comment on this video here. This is the one to leave a comment to be entered for that. Too many giveaways, too much going on. Let's get back in. So like I said, we have the poster collection, and the price looks like it's shot up recently, but really it is stepping down, stepping down. If we stretch it out a little bit here, we have some peaks that are bringing it down a little bit. So it's on the downtrend just slightly. It's still a pretty expensive box for only 3 packs here. So $26.88, but I can get you one for free. All you got to do is be a part of the channel. I'd really love to have you as a part of it. Terrapagos. I don't know if I can get it. I just pulled this yesterday. If you didn't see that, go ahead and take a look. Not particularly this one, but a version of this card. $90, is that right? No, even better, $75. We're coming way down here in the $76. So $75, $76 range for this card. It's getting really close. I feel like if it hits 70, I might have to pull the trigger on it because that's way less than a booster box, and the chance of me pulling it would be so little. However, it looks really pretty darn cool. The more I see it, the more I like it. This rainbow border is really interesting, and this is towards the earlier side of all that rainbow border stuff. So I really enjoy what I'm looking at there on the Stellar Crown Special Illustration Rare here. Hope you enjoyed the video today. The giveaways, the big one, 4,000 subs, like, comment, subscribe. You know where it's at. That like today, if you didn't see the giveaway earlier, it's not too long ago in the video, go back and check it out. But that like today is going to help you and others for your chance to win the Pikachu promo right there in Chinese. Interesting wrapping, cool Scarlet and Violet promo number 1 of Pikachu. Who doesn't love a good Pikachu? Something interesting that might be fun for your collection. We need 125 likes today to make that giveaway happen. Make sure you comment and be a part of V-Rule. I post 7 days a week, and with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.